Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. The black foaming around me, don't know where I've been. The hell I'm back on fire, a drive, that's your Cadillac. In fact, diagnosed sick in the head, that's facts. Still lacking no defense for attack. Coming down with a sickness instead. Everything I said, it meant to make sense.
It's in Kowalski, Alaskan Police Department.
Where's that? Home! Hold up, home!
My name is Sergeant Jeremy Pierce, the Public Information Officer with the Indiana State Police out of the Lafayette Post. While investigating the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German, detectives with the Carroll County Sheriff's Office and the Indiana State Police have uncovered an online profile named Anthony Shots. This profile was being used from 2016 to 2017 on social media applications, including but not limited to Snapchat and Instagram. The fictitious Anthony Shots profile used images of a known male model and portrayed himself as being extremely wealthy and owning numerous sports cars. The creator of the fictitious profile used this information while communicating with juvenile females to solicit nude images, obtain their address, and attempt to meet with them. Pictured on your screen, you'll see images of the known male model and images of the fictitious profile sent to the underage females. We have already identified the male in these images that were used by Anthony Shots. The male in the photo is not the person of interest in the investigation. Detectives are seeking information about the person who created the Anthony Shots profile. Investigators would like any individual who communicated, met, or attempted to meet the Anthony Shots profile to contact law enforcement by utilizing the tip email, Abby and Libby Tip at cacoshrf.com. Please provide as much information as you possibly can. For example, when you communicated with Anthony Shots, how you communicated with the profile, what social media applications the account used, and if Anthony Shots attempted to meet you or obtain your address. If you have saved images or conversations with Anthony Shots' profile, please attach them to your email. Again, if you have any information, please contact law enforcement by utilizing the tip email, Abby and Libby Tip at cacoshrf.com. Thank you.
So lately I've been receiving a lot of messages about the incident with George Floyd, about the officer kneeling on his neck and him being unable to breathe. I think first off, when I watched the video, to me, sure, he's in the blue line because he wears a badge, but also understand that everyone who wears a badge isn't in it for the right reasons. I joined to be a police officer because I wanted to be one since I was 8 years old. I looked at police officers as superheroes back then, arresting bad people, because there is bad people out there. taking him to jail, you know, maybe arresting the father that beats the daughter, or finding the guy that kidnapped a kid, you know, stuff like that. That's why I got into the job, but clearly people are going to fall through the cracks like that guy. Secondly, there's no justification for the use of force. For one, the guy's on, no matter if he resisted or not, the guy's on the ground. He's given up. You can tell in his voice he's given up. He wants to be done. He says, "Please, can you get off of my neck?" Part of me tried to look at it as a mistake. Maybe he just landed in that position while he was wrestling to get him on the ground. He said, "Get off my neck." If it was a mistake, he would have gotten off his neck. But he stayed on his neck with his hand in his pocket. And the kneeling on his neck is obviously a no-go. We're trained in the academy. When you get someone at a point of disadvantage, when they're prone out on the ground like that, that officer should have had his knee that was on his neck, that should have been on his head. It should have been on his mastoid, which is basically a nerve, the lower portion of your head, that is used to gain compliance. It is not on your neck, and you're taught to place it on the head because it gains compliance. And also, if you obstruct breathing of someone, it's considered deadly force. The other knee, while you have the other one on his head, is supposed to go behind his shoulder, like on his back, so his arm would be in between your legs. That's how it's supposed to go. So yeah, I mean, the more I watch it, the more upset I get, because that's not the guy I see in the video, for one, with the knee on his neck. That's not a cop. I don't see him as a cop. There's no justification for that. The part that gets me is the guy's pleading with him to get off of his neck. And I know every single person that I've worked with would get off of his neck. It's not even being about a cop anymore. It's about being human. I've dealt with people that have tried to fight me, have fought me. Just because they fought me doesn't mean that you don't treat them like a human being after you're done putting them in those cuffs. They might have made the wrong decision by resisting or fighting you, but as soon as you can get them into their cuffs, you treat them like a human being. It's just that simple. The guy just wanted to be able to breathe. He wanted to get up and get in the cop car and be done with the situation. That's how I took it when he was talking to the cop. So, I guess, I don't know, there's no part of this that sits even close to right with me. Like I said, it's not even about being a cop, man. It's about being human. There's nothing human about that. So those are my takes on that video. I don't know if you guys wanted input at all. But I guess from a training standpoint, like I said, there's no reason for that. You're trained a certain way so that things like this don't happen. For two, it's about being human. Get off of his damn neck, dude. And then three, it's compliance. Why are you still kneeling on his neck after he's done fighting? I don't know. It's just, I have nothing to say. Like I said, he's not a cop. I don't see him as a cop. It doesn't sit right with me at all. It's about protecting and serving your community. Yeah, I'm speechless. This whole video is just kind of speechless. I've watched the videos multiple times today, and it just doesn't sit right with me. So those are just my thoughts. If you have any questions or concerns, shoot me a DM. Thanks.
The road that I was needing to go. Just forget the negativity and be the person that you want to be. It's all about the good vibes of that good life. My whole life I've wondered what it's like to just give up. But I got no quit in my heart. I got ambition in my soul. Never let life take me down. I turn my frown upside down. See a bright, bright future. Finally turn myself around. Sometimes my head runs amok. I can't